You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Days of Our Lives fans, we have got a special July 4th video for you about some major milestones, including Eli Grant and Lani Price making history in Salem for Independence Day. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt wishing you a very happy 4th of July. I hope you're out there having fun, doing stuff with family, seeing fireworks. And please click subscribe if you aren't already following us. All right, let's dive right into this very special episode. Salemites will be celebrating July 4th, 2025 in style again this year. They have for decades on the NBC Peacock series, with some years being really, really spectacular with some big moments that are absolutely unforgettable. And many longtime watchers may recall just how significant the 4th of July used to be for both the good and not so good people of Salem. In recent years, it hasn't always been such a big deal, but in history, on days, huge. So to honor that tradition, we have compiled some of the most memorable July 4th moments for you. The 60-year-old Sudzer has often gone out with a big bang for our national holiday, and we hope this year is no exception. And we'll definitely talk about Lani and Eli's history-making moment. But first, you may remember the 4th of July was usually, in times past, a really big celebration on days, especially for the Hortons and the Bradys, with an annual barbecue featuring Jack's infamous Devereaux burgers and lots of family and friends gathered either at the Horton house or at Bo and Hope Brady's former home. I hate that they left just before the holiday, right? So in more recent years, Salemites have celebrated by picnicking at the lake. We've had stuff downtown with the fireworks, things like that. And of course, I know that a lot of you were disappointed that Bo Brady and Hope Williams Brady departed from Days of Our Lives after such a short time back on the show and doing it a couple of weeks ago before Independence Day. However, OG fans may recall that Bo and Hope's very first kiss happened on July 4th, 1983. If you were watching back then, Hope was in charge of a kissing booth at Eugene Bradford's fundraiser. So Bo bought a couple of dozen tickets, and initially he kissed Hope on the cheek, and he was teasing her, saying she couldn't handle a real kiss from him. Well, Bo laid one on her, and the rest is soap history. Jumping a couple of decades forward to 2008, at one of these holiday family gatherings for Independence Day, Bo Brady shared some quality time around the grill with his father-in-law, the dearly departed Doug Williams. He needed some sage advice. Bo was talking to Doug about his daughter Chelsea Brady dating an older man. And if you remember, that older man was Dr. Daniel Jonas. So Doug took that moment to remind Bo that if he tried to keep them apart, it would only make Chelsea want Daniel more. And of course, the late, great Doug Williams was not wrong. And, you know, Bo had a little bit of an effort winning Doug over as well. So he went to the right person for advice. And of course, a little bit of rain did not stop the 4th of July celebration a few years later in 2011. That's when Salemites were rain drenched and they retreated to the Brady pub and imagined themselves as Best Picture Oscar nominees. So Bo and Abigail were considering themselves starring in True Grit. Other parodies included Maggie and Hope's crazy version of Black Swan, and EJ and Nicole had a reimagining of the movie The King's Speech. So that one was kind of an oddball moment. Fast forward 8 years, in 2019, writers were trying to revive the grand tradition. This was, Ron Carlivati's work by hosting a barbecue for the holiday once again. And in one of the lighthearted scenes, if you remember, Sarah Horton was asked to judge whose burger was the best, Rex Brady's or Eric Brady's. And at the time, both men were vying for her. And let's be real, burgers are a perfect dish because they are both some serious beefcake. So Sarah let her feelings be known by saying that Eric's was the better burger, but Rex's burger was perfect. And of course, both of them are perfectly sexy and smoldering hot, just like that grill. Currently, Sarah Horton is on the outs with her husband Xander, and she's going to get much closer to Brady Black before the summer is over. But Xander remains the man in her heart. But I just don't think Sarah is going to be checking out Xander's burger or his buns this July 4th, given how estranged they are. Jump ahead a year, and in 2020, Eli Grant and Lani Price made Days of Our Lives history. They tied the knot at a wedding, and they did the whole jumping the broom thing that was on screen during the week of 4th of July. Amazingly, they were the first African-American couple to ever get married on screen on the soap opera. And of course, Abe and Paulina followed in their footsteps, getting married later and also jumped the broom. But Eli and Lani made history 5 years ago, Independence Day week. And we know that Eli and Lani had lots of hurdles to jump before getting to the point where they could jump the broom, especially after they lost their first child, baby David, as a stillborn. Lani's adoptive father, Abe Carver, of course, married his first wife, Lexi Carver, and that is part of Days of Our Lives history, but Days did their wedding off screen, if you don't remember that. So yeah, Lani and Eli hold a very significant moment in the history of the show, and they've got twins, Jules and Carver, and Lani and Eli's love story is still going strong. Would love to see them back soon. And finally, this week, we could see another big fireworks moment on Days of Our Lives. Alex Kidiakis is soon professing his love for Stephanie Johnson, and it looks like it might happen underneath the fireworks during Salem's 4th of July celebration, unless those were New Year's Eve fireworks they put in the promo, but I feel like they are July 4th. Alex and Stephanie are getting serious. It's very sweet, so that could be a big moment. And this could be a very romantic evening for the couple. We also may see some romance for Tate and Holly, among others. So there's going to be more family drama in weeks to come for Alex and Stephanie. But for now, hopefully it's just fireworks and hot dogs and beer and family fun. So let us know in the comments, what are some of your favorite Days of Our Lives memories from July 4th episodes in past years?
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.